2 days after a violent encounter on the streets of Northeast Portland, police are addressing concerns about their response time. It happened outside a bar called Cider Riot, and that was on May Day. We've learned the owner of that bar is suing the leader of Patriot Prayer over the brawl. Fox 12's Bonnie Silkman takes a look at the timeline and what the Bureau is saying about their reaction as well. Bonnie?
Yeah, Liz, Fox 12 spoke with witnesses there who say it took 30 minutes to an hour to see a police presence after this fight started on May Day. But officers say they were there, you just couldn't see them. According to Portland police, the first call about a potential march came in at 7:29. 7 minutes later, reports that it was a fight and someone said they had a gun.
Looks like there's some kind of fight that broke out. The caller is 729 East Burnside saying glass is being thrown.
PPB says its airplane was on scene 1 minute after the report of a fight, and Central Precinct officers were on scene 4 minutes after the fight call.
How many officers do we have on scene and staged, and how many officers do we currently have clear in the precinct?
I have 5 officers.
I have 8 free officers.
That's not going to be enough. You've got at least 100 Antifa either involved or watching in the venue, and you've got a handful or so of the Patriot Prayer groups that are antagonizing these people.
Supervisors called for additional units citywide to respond, and PPB says a team was created to go in if someone's life was in danger. This is a different version of events than witnesses told us after that brawl.
Little disappointed in the Portland PD. They had done a great job earlier on kind of keeping people separate. They kept the Patriot guys on the bridge. But the moment the Patriot guys told everybody they were going home, they really just walked down this way to start stuff, and police did not follow them.
This is just ridiculous. We're having a peaceful May Day celebration here, and these thugs from Vancouver show up and assault people, and the cops are nowhere to be found.
Police say when appropriate resources arrived, officers went in as a team and the groups had separated. Portland police say the Bureau was back to normal operations after May Day events wrapped up, and quote, "It is important for the public to understand that it takes time for police response to spontaneous fights between groups of individuals who are armed and actively engaging in violence. Officers are trained to use sound tactics and utilize appropriate resources to engage in violent crowd situations for the safety of themselves and the public." Witnesses say the tactics used that night were not enough.
I understand it was a busy day. They're kind of in a tough situation because they're working with a crowd that might not trust them to begin with, but I don't think this really helps their whole perception, at least with this side of the community.
And tonight we are learning the owner of Cider Riot, that brewery, is suing Patriot Prayer leader Joey Gibson, his associate Ian Kramer, and anyone who conspired with them for $1 million for that fight. He's suing them for negligence, trespassing, and emotional distress. The lawsuit also alleges Kramer used a baton to hit a Cider Riot patron on the head, knocking her unconscious. Joey Gibson emailed a statement tonight saying he has preached nonviolence resistance. He claims Cider Riot and Rose City Antifa committed crimes against him while he was standing on a public sidewalk, and he claims he never stepped foot on Cider Riot property. In studio, Bonnie Silkman, Fox 12 Oregon.